Okay, we're gonna make this video because I don't think anyone's really posted about it. Steve Hofstetter did, which he sucks. So I'm gonna steal his. I'll use him for clown because he's my plant in my stand-up crowd. So let's go to the browser search history. So I saw Steve Hofstetter posted a video on TikTok. Let's see. Let's see his video. I can't type because I just copy and pasted during my typing class. I just copy and pasted the homework stuff. Okay, let's see Big Steve. Big Steve be cool.
This person.
Okay, so I have it on the Gmail site they have for Jeffrey Epstein's emails, but it's really like misworded. So I'll read off this. So this is from an unknown person. And he says, the dinner last night was simple, fun, and delicious. Always great hang. It's from Jeffrey Epstein. Or this is to Jeffrey Epstein. I can't tell. I think it seems like it's to Jeff Epstein, but it says, dinner last night was simple, fun, and delicious. Always great hanging with you. And I'm always impressed with the fact that you still find stand-up so interesting and intriguing. And if my book ever comes out, you are now in the thank yous, unless you don't want to be, for saving my ass and making me laugh in such a depressing time. You will be good. Now I have the original email here. Actually, I don't. You'll be good. Also, in case you are in Florida next week, and I'll be at Hollywood Improv at the Hard Rock Casino. So it's comedian. So and it's the booming business of shitting on stand-up comics. So I did a little bit more research on the Jmail thing. And it's terrifying just to have it on your computer. It's really scary. So I'm just looking at stuff, and I see this is to somebody. Jeff is talking to Jeff Epstein, pedophile, is talking to somebody. February 11, 2015. Something. This is just this. I like how he has his own signature in his email. That's how you know he's professional. But he's talking. Try to see late show. So this guy says, I'm at West Palm Improv Friday night. I'm leaving Saturday. I just got there Friday night. Brought me in last minute to cover for someone. So this is someone. This is the comedian. So this is a live reaction. I'm on the Facebook page of the West Palm Improv Comedy Club Facebook page. Now, none of these. I don't know who this is. I don't think it's Rick Gutierrez or Lavelle Crawford. It'd be very funny if it was. Hey man, y'all ain't got. Yeah, Cherry walking around the island. I said, God damn, that 30-year-old six. That'd be really funny. But these are not, like, it's not Rick Gutierrez. I know it's not Rick Gutierrez. No offense to Rick Gutierrez. But this is from 2016. So we're getting close to February 13th because they said in this email, I'm at West Palm Improv Friday night, February 11th. Now we're looking for February 13th, 2015. This is a live reaction. Mencia. It could be Mencia. Who knows? Bobby Kelly, Gabriel Iglesias, Brandon T. Jackson, Joe McHale, Gary Owens. That's none of these people. Adam Ray, might be Adam Ray as a stressed. It might be Adam Ray playing Jeffrey Epstein back then. Who knows? This is a live reaction. Jim Brewer. That'd be hilarious with Jim Brewer. So I'm just clicking to check the dates on these. Okay, so we are a year away from it. Okay, I can keep scrolling. Ralphie, I don't think it could be Ralphie May. Eliza Schlesinger. Sinbad. It could be Who will it be? February 13th, 2015. You ever go on the island and you see the girls in their bikinis and their tube tops? You think, my God, what an ass on that little girl. I lost my Sebastian. These people, you see, being Italian, you go and see if they think, oh my God, these 13-year-olds are so hot. I'm trying to find people I can do impressions of. I don't like this guy. I don't know his name, but I know he has Michael Ian Black. Is that his name? It is Michael Ian Black. I think it's him. I think it's going to be him. That's a great guess to be if it was him. Oh, Ari Spears. Who do we got? West Palm Improv, Friday the 3rd. Oh, okay. It could be John Reap. That would make a lot of sense if it's John Reap. But the name was redacted. So I don't know. Who could it be? West Palm Improv, Friday the 13th. All right. I'm just checking the date. So I'm not trying to click on any comics who it could be. I'm not trying to click on any pictures. Anytime I click on the pictures, I'm going to tell you it's for the date. Now, Louis is my favorite comic. I'd be very upset if it was Louis. Um, but I could see it being a possibility because he was pretty much the biggest comic probably in 2013, and it could be him. Um, just to, I mean, because it makes sense to redact that name because he's so famous, or was so. I guess maybe not. He's not that famous. Okay, who? No way it was Corey Holcomb. I don't think it was him. Hey man, yeah, I was on Epstein Island. Oh, okay. We're getting close. Wait a minute. This is May 8th, 2015. All right, we're close. All right, so it's not Carlos. Okay, April. Okay, we are 2 months away from Friday the 13th, 2015. Who is on Jeffrey Epstein's Kevin Smith? April 15th. Nope, not Kevin Smith. This is the West Palm Improv. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. You guys getting nervous? I'm getting nervous. Not David Spade. April 13th. All right, so we're a month away. I'm actually getting antsy about this. Who? What comedian was on Epstein Island? All right, we're close. Now it's kind of messed up for me to want comics to be on the list because I just can't stand so many comics. All right, so we're about 2 weeks away. I am getting nervous. We're clicking this to see the date, February 16th. All right, so we're in some. Huh. So Bobby Slayton is promoted for February 12th and 13th at the Palm Beach Improv. So it might be Bobby Slayton. He's promoted for February 12th and 13th. I don't know who this is. This is kind of a giant letdown. It could be Bobby Slayton. Thursday, and it says Thursday through Saturday, Thursday through Friday. Whitney coming Saturday and Sunday. Let's go back to the emails. Friday night. I'm at West Palm Improv Friday night. But why would they? Why would they redact Bobby Slayton? I don't understand that. He's not a big name. I don't even know who that is. 50 I think it's. I mean, look at this shit. I mean, Bobby. I think it's Bobby Slayton was on the Epstein files. Now I have no clue who Bobby Slayton is. But I think, guys, we found out which comic was on the Epstein files. Now, was I hoping it was Tom Segura? Kind of, and I'm kind of ashamed to say that because that's kind of fucked up to want somebody on the Epstein files. But I think that's proof that Bobby Slayton is the comic that was on the Epstein files. Is that who he was talking to Thursday, October 24th, 2013? I don't know. But we have confirmation. I'm at West Palm Improv Friday night, leaving Saturday. I'm just there Friday night. Brought me in at last minute to cover for somebody. So it said last minute. So I don't know. Maybe it's not Bobby Slayton. 50 Shades of Grey inspired show this morning with Kevin, Virginia, and Jason. But this was the show that he was trying to get Jeffrey Epstein to go to. Is it Bobby Slayton? I don't know. Now I don't know because it was last minute to cover for somebody. Fans rushing out of the first show to meet Bobby Slayton. What a great night so far. He's a sick man. Maybe he is. So I guess I'm going to say this is all alleged stuff because, I mean, but look, you get the pictures of The pictures. Look at this guy's in a fucking. Look at this disgusting picture. I mean, come on, this guy. It could be. Is it Bobby Slayton? I don't think it's. I don't know. But this is the. I mean, this is the night they had to cover. They said last minute. So Slayton was on this show. Should we call the Hollywood Improv? Let's go. Let's go to the. Let's go to. Let's see. Let's look at the files. Is anything about Bobby Slayton? I just misspelled Bobby Slayton. Bobby Slayton's. So it is. I mean, Bobby Slayton is in the files. Like Bobby Slayton will come for lunch tomorrow at 12:30. Again, I have no clue who the hell Bobby Slayton is. I don't know who this is. Maybe he's funny. Let's do some stand up, huh? The name Bobby Slayton. Jimmy Dore again talking about fucking. Let's let Charlie Kirk rest in peace. My God, Jimmy.
I cannot believe that the name Bobby Slayton hasn't come up.
I know, right?
So I saw a clip the other day. Can't remember what it was. It might have been, I don't know. It was Lewis Black, but I can't remember. He was on a podcast.
Yeah, he was on.
Lewis Black's also on
Mark
the Epstein
Norman
files.
And Sam Morril?
Yes.
And he said, I've been to his house. Lewis Black was like, I've been to the house. I've been to Epstein's house. I had dinner with him. And they were like, what? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, and they're like, how did that come about? And he goes, Bobby Slayton. And he said Bobby Slayton's name like 5 times. He's like, Bobby Slayton was friends with Epstein and Woody Allen, and he liked to eat with comedians, and he liked to laugh, and he liked this, and he's like,
that might be the worst thing about. Let's hear Bobby Slayton talk about it. Actually,
I get a call one day from my manager who goes, "There's some rich guy."
Now look at this guy. This guy's 70 years old, and he has You know, he got those tattoos at 60 or 50. He did not get those when he was a young teenager.
In New York, this woman wants you to do a private party in New York for a billionaire. And I don't know if you've ever done private parties. They're never fun. I said, why don't you just have the woman call me? Let me find out what it's all about. Turns out it's Ghislaine Maxwell. I didn't know who she was. She goes, my boyfriend, and she tells me his name. I didn't know him. He's a big comedy fan. And he wants you to perform. And I said, well, I don't really do birthday parties. She goes, well, Woody Allen's going to be there. President Clinton's going to be there. He wasn't president at the time. Some Nobel Prize winners are going to be there. Jeffrey had an eclectic group of friends. So I said, well, what does it pay? She goes, well, it doesn't pay anything, but we'll fly you in and put you up. You know what? It'll be a nice trip. I'll bring my wife. She goes, no wives. No wives. I said, look, I'll come to the dinner. I'll sit there because I want to meet all these people. I think it'll be fun. Right. But I'm not going to stand up and do stand-up. I'll sit there and, I promise you I'll be funny. I know how to be funny at dinner, and maybe I'll tell some jokes, but I don't want to be forced into doing it. She called.
Is there a gig a comedian won't take? They said, we're not going to pay you, and we're not going to pay you, but we're going to fly you up and put you up. And it's like, oh, I just want to tell some jokes. I'll be funny. I'll tell some jokes, but I'm not going to do stand-up. I'm going to tell some jokes. I'll do it. Just say fucking no.
I'll be back. Thing never happened. But 6 months later, Jeffrey comes to see me at one of the Florida Improvs. He's a big comedy fan.
Oh! See? First-rate coverage right here, baby.
West Palm Beach Improv, because he had a home in Palm Beach.
That's one of my favorite ones.
And he had an entourage of people, no children. He told me to go back and forth to this island. He was a big fan of comedy. Anyway, he came to see me over the next year or two. But anyway, we had a few more dinners, and Jeffrey calls me up one day, and he says, every time I go to New York to play, he would give me this beautiful apartment. My wife stayed with me, and later on, after she died, my girlfriend would stay with me. But there were a few beautiful women walking around, but older, not teenagers. And I say to the doorman, "Is that one of?" Yes, that's one of Jeffrey's girls. Yeah. But they were families anyway. So he asked me to put together a dinner and invite some comics. I said, well, for me to be in New York at the same time as other comics, I called Robert Wall. He wasn't around, but Lewis Black came with me to a dinner. It was Lewis Black and David Brenner, and Woody invited Dick Cavett. And then in the middle of dinner, or as we were ending dinner, David Blaine, the magician, shows up and starts doing magic tricks. Wow. Oh, and Jay Thomas was there. And this might be the second dinner. Jackie the Joke Man Martling and Nick DiPaolo. I think that was the second dinner because Jeffrey loved to be entertained by comics. And Woody had a great time at these dinners. He loved this. And everybody would say to me, Woody's going to put you in something. Woody's going to put you in something. I'll tell you what's interesting. Jeffrey would, he gave me this apartment every time I went to New York. And, you know, I had to. It's almost like Frank Sinatra going to see Sam Giancana. You know, I had to go and see Jeffrey, and his secretary
Not like that at all.
assistant would call me up because you know, sometimes Jeffrey wouldn't be in town. She'd call me up and go, Jeffrey wants to know if you can stop by this morning for a little while. So I'd go by for like 20, 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, and sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He was always very busy. He had a line of people. I don't know if he had girls, whatever. I don't know anything about any of that. But I'd go because he's giving me this apartment. And all Jeffrey would do was ask me the same questions over and over and over about stand-up comedy. So when you're on stage, he was a brilliant man. You know, he went to Harvard.
So let's see what the comics. I mean, I wouldn't call a pedophile brilliant. Should wear shirts with sleeves. I agree. Not age well. He uses proxy to set up his hits, having a clean crew come and take the. I don't know if that's true. How's that pizza, pedo? That's really funny. That's a great insult. But yeah, he has a bunch of emails from him. I mean, it's the oldest email is from 2012. Most recent is 2017. So it's been a 5-year friendship. So, I mean, I guess we can say Bobby Slayton was the comedian he was talking to. Now, let's look at actually, let's look at the thing from that dork Hofstetter posted on this. Thursday, October 24th. Okay, so I just wanted to double check, and what I found was true, because, and I'm on the Reddit r/Epstein. There's a community for everything. Yeah, so they found Bobby Slayton on the Facebook post because on this email, which on the Hofstetter, again, I do want to hit subscribe because I'm watching Steve Hofstetter video. Please hit subscribe. It's just a cry for help. And it says in the comments, Bobby Slayton, dinner was simple and fun and delicious. Hollywood Improv, Fort Lauderdale, 11/1/2013. We clicked that. Bobby Slayton. So so Bobby Slayton, I'm going to say, is the guy on the Epstein files. Now, yeah, is it? So now let's say this. Now, is it disappointing that it's not Tom Segura or someone like Whitney Cummings or someone or Jeff Dye? It would never be Jeff Dye. But I'm just saying, if it's someone current, yes. But this is 10 years ago, and they're old Jewish guys, and they all, they love old Jewish people. So it's to be. But we got some information. Bobby Slayton was on the Epstein files. Please hit subscribe because I had to watch 2 Steve Hofstetter videos. Thank you so much.